absolutely rustling a finish. You can take me now. I have seen it all. Aguero.
Hello and welcome to the Sports Pitch Podcast, episode number 11. All right, it's good to be back. Good to be back. It's been like a couple of weeks of fun.
Have you realised every time he
Oh
starts,
no, we dropped it.
he goes,
Episode 10.
hello. What is he?
I talk
shocks
with
his
my
hands.
hands. I talk with my hands and move a lot.
You talk with your hands.
Yeah. How's your weekend
Excellent,
been?
excellent, mate. For
Excellent
me.
weekend?
Yeah, it's been great.
Doing
You?
cool?
Good.
That's good. You?
It's been all right.
Oh, I've had-
Living,
yeah,
breathing.
Yes. Be thankful for the things we have in our life
Yes,
instead
we
of
could
the
be.
NRL.
We could be dead.
Could be.
Soccer's over, so that's like half my stress gone.
Yeah, you were going great this season.
Yeah, it's bad, bro. It's been a rough. It's not even United. United have been good. It's just City City
Have been good.
have broken me.
They've been good.
But you know what? Straight out, anyone but Liverpool.
As United, you go for United.
Yeah.
As our little brother, you should be looking up to your big brother and being happy.
So that's the thing. That's the thing with these fans. They win something and they just start now.
Come on, man. Just let it be for.
Well, never in our lifetime.
Forever in United shadow, mate.
I don't think ever in our lifetime.
What shadow?
That big shadow.
Like I think even if you win another treble, you just won't be as big as United.
I beg to differ.
No, I honestly don't think so. Just history-wise.
Yeah.
But now, right now, you guys are the biggest club in the world.
right.
Best club. I won't say biggest. Best
Hey,
club.
look, I
in the
think
world.
two trebles in a row might say something.
Best club in the world.
Yeah,
Oh, right now, of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. Still not United. But yeah, so we've skipped ahead of everything.
Yeah, well, I think
City did.
we spoke about the soccer first.
City did win the treble, so we'll get back. We'll get to that later
In
on in the
due
podcast.
time.
So we'll get on with the NRL round 15. Wrap up the review. Started off Thursday night. Titans 28, Tigers 12.
sort of an upset.
Not
No,
really.
bro. But
You wouldn't expect Tigers to win that game.
no, we all tipped Tigers. I looked after the game. I checked
Yeah,
the
yeah.
tipping comp. Everyone got it
All
wrong.
12 people tipped.
Everyone tipped the
on
Tigers, but you know what? Wallah, 5 minutes before the game, I changed to the Tigers. Even though on the podcast I had it, but I did I done my tips early before we done that tipping video, and I just clicked the Titans.
Before we made the tipping video.
Yeah, I know.
I'm exactly the same.
Not because I wanted them. Like I didn't know who to go for, so I just left the Titans sitting there. And then 5 minutes before the game, I checked. I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, I the exact same thing. I jumped
know-
on my phone. I seen Titans. I'm like, oh, Tigers. I'm like, fuck, I should have left.
I honestly speaking, if I saw Brimson on the team sheet, for some reason I didn't see it. Was he
We
there?
did, we spoke about it.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to it. Once I saw him on the field, I'm like, oh
No,
shit.
but you and your man crush, David Fafita was out. You thought the Titans.
And
had
Kieran
nothing.
Foran.
And Kieran
And
Foran.
Kieran
That's
Foran.
what sold
And
me.
Kieran Foran,
Kieran Foran will sell me, yeah.
Who played instead of what's his name? Jaden Campbell had a killer of a game.
Him and AJ Brimson just
Brimson fucking came back like he was there the whole time. Excuse
just
me.
a freak, man. Those injuries have set him back, but he's just a freak.
He's a gun, man. AJ Brimson is a gun. He's just got to try and stay more consistent. That's all it is. And
He's the 18th man for Queensland.
he'll be a superstar. But
Now, speaking of Queensland, the big thing out of that game, speaking of Origin in general, Appy Coruscant with a broken jaw.
You guys think that was a penalty?
I think the one
anything.
on Marnie was way worse.
Yeah, but Kaz, I've seen it happen 3 times this
It's
week.
happened, yeah. In just
So
different
players are
games.
starting to do it because nothing's coming out of it.
Sevo done it. He got put on report against the Dogs.
Yeah, Seal was the only
done
one,
it,
but Jared
done
did
it.
it,
Jared
and,
done it.
Tino.
Jared done it twice in the same game.
and not one report.
Yeah, nothing.
But Tino's one. What's is it a fine?
No,
Oh, no, cleared.
nothing,
Cleared
nothing.
next
You
day,
got
cleared
clean.
straight away.
Nothing?
Yeah, yeah.
I think the one on Marnie was way worse.
Oh, of course it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but still,
yeah.
he broke
Marnie's
the
one.
man's jaw,
Yeah,
bro.
the Marnie's one. He raised the elbow.
But look, Coruscant should have dropped for his legs or something. I don't know why you'd go for his
Right,
upper
but
body.
you get. It's always you learn to tackle one person low, one person high.
Yeah, but
was the
Coruscant
guy
being that
up high.
same, like his height was there. Also.
Hello, the thing is, Tino did shift his elbow across.
Yeah.
But that's just bracing for impact, and then he clipped him.
That's
Look,
unfortunate.
the other
unfortunate.
two that happened this week are worse than the Tino one.
Yeah,
It was unfortunate that he got his jaw broken
yeah.
And ruled him out of Origin.
and ruled him out of Origin, but the other two were worse. Jared's one was worse.
Yeah, but apparently the broken jaw, two different spots in his jaw got snapped. That's a fucking hell of an elbow, bro.
Yeah. Look, what do you do?
Yeah, there's nothing. It's just it's unfortunate, like you said. All right, and again, bro, like we all tipped the Tigers. The Titans came out put a pace on them.
And they
Tino,
didn't-
Tino fired up.
Yeah,
And they didn't clock off. They didn't clock
That's
off.
what
this
I was
time.
going to say. The second half, they came out and they just continued on with it.
Yeah, they didn't fade.
But the Tigers in general, without Buller,
Yeah,
they got no attack.
nothing.
Bateman done nothing. Brooks done nothing.
Well, Bateman's
Also,
the second rower, bro.
Brooks
He
out
tries.
as well.
But they moved. I don't know how. Like we always say every week, if it works, you keep it. They moved Bateman to the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing
Look,
like lock.
what is
What
why?
a waste of Bateman. Bateman killed it last week out on age.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did 50 tackles in the middle. Yeah, all right, but
And then he's tired in attack.
who's running on the back row? Like,
And then, yeah, like you said, big out of that, Luke Brooks,
Out as well.
injured. I don't know if it's a torn hamstring. I haven't looked into it. Maybe he just tweaked it, but injured his hamstring.
Speaking of him,
Yes, that's what I was going to get onto.
okay.
Okay, so he's apparently knocked back an offer from the Tigers. I think it was a 4-year contract.
For 500k, which is more than what he.
Yeah, what he's
gonna
been
get anywhere
showing.
else.
But he's on $1 million a million something right
it's
now.
a big drop. Yeah.
Does he expect to get that anywhere besides Canberra? I think.
I
No,
think
bro,
he
no
would-
one will offer him $1 million.
Yeah,
Not a million, but
he would
the only
expect
place that'll
800K.
get close is Canberra because no one wants to play there.
It's the
I
city. The
agree.
club is very good. Yeah, I agree. The club is very good. Canberra's got like a cracker history.
Yeah, no,
They've
it's
got
not
a
the
very
club.
good team.
It's the
Good
location.
coach. Location's
But
rubbish.
I don't
No one wants
think
to live
I
there.
don't think Raiders go for him because I don't think that's what they need. If anything, I reckon Dolphins go for him.
No, I read it was
Hawks?
between. Right now, it's between the Dogs and the Raiders. But
Raiders,
that's not confirmed. That's just tapes.
Raiders
that
after someone else. I read it. I can't remember who it was.
I know-
Who's in
I
the
know-
market
Ben
right
Hunt.
now?
And I've said I want Luke Brooks.
You've changed your mind since then.
I've changed because we have.
Thank
I don't
you.
want two attacking halves, like two running halves.
He's a 5'8", Books. Like to
yeah,
me, he's
like
a
he's a
5'8".
runner. He's a
Yeah.
runner. His best footy comes off his running game, and that's the same as Burton. So it's like, oh,
But how do you knock back a club that's been so loyal to you through your downfall?
yeah,
I
through,
mean, he
everything,
thinks he's bigger than 500k. You,
through everything.
unfortunately.
What would you give him? What would you if you're the Tigers? What's your cap there?
If look only because I'm the Tigers,
That's what I'm saying. Tigers is different than any other club.
650.
Nah,
Just for the sake.
I'm happy with what they gave him. 500 is
I
more
reckon
than enough.
650.
650 is good.
The
It
way
would-
he's been
it would have
playing-
kept him. It would have kept him there.
The way he's been, well, maybe you don't know.
Or you give him
Sure.
a $500,000 2-year contract,
Nah, you can't do that.
and then
Well, you can.
No, you can, and I would do that if I was another club as well. I'm saying the Tigers can't just go from $1 million to it's 500k.
But you
different.
can go even like 500k for one season next season,
See how it
with
goes.
the option of renegotiating at the end of that season.
yeah,
Do that. That's what the Roosters done.
that's what
with
I'm saying. A
Solari.
2-year contract with another 2-year extension,
And then you can
depending
renegotiate it.
on the way you play.
No, that's
Yeah,
fair.
something
That's
like
fair. That's
But
totally
I don't
fair.
think the Tigers straight up because their board is fucking retarded as well, right? Dragons are shambles, but the Tigers they're following, right? They're right there behind them. They could offer him that, but I don't think they'll think of that. We're sitting here thinking of it. I don't think they'll think of
Yeah,
that.
but see, this might be the thing that finally brings Tigers back into contention
I think they have to. I think for the Tigers to
to move on.
They have to
They
move
need
on.
to. They need to move
because
on.
it's been what more than 10 seasons with this bloke running him around the
They
park.
wasted about $10 million on this guy.
Yeah,
And you've
so they
seen
gotta
that
kick it.
they can produce talent. You've seen it.
Yeah, but
throughout
they
the
just got to
year.
But
learn
look-
how to identify it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just look at their back line's looking good right now.
Yeah.
Forward pack's a bit.
Well, the forward pack's not
forward's
that
not-
They're
bad.
getting a bit old now.
But it's not bad.
Especially
No, they got
Clemmer.
Papa Lee.
Clemmer's 31, or 29 or 31 or some shit like that.
Yeah, no,
Oh, is that all?
he's
Yeah.
30. He's a year older than me.
He's been playing for a long time. Shit.
But you got, he started young. But you got like Bateman, Papali'i.
Oh, their back row's beautiful, but
Yeah, like,
that's Commander will be the next. Like,
Yeah,
Even
what's the Commander's
12's a
next big thing?
workhorse, bro. Just
12
because
works
it doesn't
very
have a try.
hard.
course.
12 works very hard.
needs that pie, man.
But yeah,
Needs
so
that
the
pie.
Tigers, again, we all thought they were going to win. They didn't. 28-12 against the Titans. We move on to Raiders, Warriors. So Raiders 14, Warriors 36. In Croker's 300th game. Again, I checked the tipping right after. Everyone got it wrong. So we all tipped Raiders.
You know what? I had the Warriors this before the podcast. Hey, spoke me into the Raiders. 300th this.
Did you not
they
think?
won't lose.
Did you not think they were?
Oh, of course. No, once you spoke to me in my head, I'm like, you know what? This guy's
It
right.
makes
I
sense.
think everyone was on the shelf, like 50-50.
Because Warriors are playing better.
But because of the circumstances, everyone went for the Raiders.
and it was in Canberra,
Because the Warriors are definitely playing better.
bro.
Yeah,
but
that's why.
when the game started, I think it was like the first 20 minutes. It was all Canberra,
100% of it.
all Canberra, all Canberra, all Canberra. When they couldn't score, when they had all that possession, I'm like, bro.
There was a man down too, Simbin.
Yeah, who got Simbin? I can't remember.
Barnett?
Nothing much Barnett.
Yeah, Mitch Barnett. That was bad. What did he do? Oh yeah, the head high, shoulder straight to the jaw.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was a bad one.
remember
He's going to cop a couple of weeks for that because he's got a bad rap sheet. But they couldn't score. With the sin bin as well, they couldn't score.
They actually conceded with the Simbi.
Warriors scored when they had the play when they were a player short, but that whole time they were just attacking, and they couldn't score. As soon as like the Warriors started to get back into the game, like, yeah, nah, Warriors are winning this.
Bro, Sean Johnson.
That's all, again, winding back.
Again.
Like I'm getting
Did
bored.
you see that
talking-
intercept at the end?
Who gets off for HIA, comes back on, they kick off and he intercepts it.
Let's talk about that, right? So it was the last try of the game, right? There's like 30 seconds left on the board, and then like you said, Warriors kicked off because Canberra just scored, and then off the bat they go through just a backline
hands.
play.
A floating cutout.
It was Sebastian Chris just sent it, and then
is-
Sean Johnson
Sorry.
plucks it out of the air, scores under the post. So what a celebration! He was celebrating before he put it down.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
laughing
even
at
they
it.
looked back and laughed, yeah.
Can I just say, what a fucking downgrade?
Sebastian Chris,
From Charles Zucker.
Well, they got rid of Chance to bring in Xavier Savage.
Yeah, but he's not the best.
Where is he?
Well,
not
he's
one?
young and he's
young,
good,
he's
bro.
fast.
He's good. He's got the-
his ball handling and his defense.
Yeah, but he's gonna develop. He's that X factor.
100%.
Sebastian Chris.
Yeah, he's
Go back to the
rubbish.
centre
I don't
wing where
like-
the
I
hell-
don't-
Yeah.
Nightmare,
I don't
bro.
rate him at all.
At all.
I don't rate him at all.
There's no attack to him.
Yeah, I don't rate
There's
him at
nothing
all.
to him.
I don't think there's defense to him either.
But
He's just there.
Yeah, literally, that's it.
Canberra again. I thought on the day they're gonna fire up. 300th game again. It's very hard to get to 300. Very hard, right? And this is a guy who, like I said last week, captain their under 20s to a premiership. He's a Canberra junior. He's a local. He's from Goulburn. So I thought they would have fired up for him. They didn't.
Goulburn's not very local, but
Well, it's that part of the world. All right, it's an hour away. It's close enough.
yeah.
All right, so but the Sean Johnson is just unbelievable.
Look, Sean Johnson, the coach,
Yeah, Andrew
and
Webster.
the players they've picked up, it's one of the best for this year.
We said it last year too. They didn't pick up big names.
Yeah.
They picked up
last week. We said it.
average. Yeah, we said it last week. Average Joes.
Like, I don't know, like Fanua Blake's playing really good. Toru
Jackson-
Harris in the
Jackson
middle.
Noah
Ford.
Blake's always been good, but like
But
Jackson.
nah,
signs
this
up
is to a new
Jackson
level,
Ford.
to be honest, man.
Who?
Fanua Blake.
Yeah,
This is
he's
just another
scoring
level.
tries now.
Jackson Ford.
And he plays close to 70,
He
60 to
plays
80
very
minutes.
big
like-
minutes.
Who's their 5'8"? Is he a junior there?
Oh, Metcalf, he's killing
Metcalf.
it too.
No, he's not a junior from there.
No?
No, he came from the Sharks.
Honestly, I can't
I think he
remember.
came from the Sharks.
But he's playing off his tits as well.
He's playing very well. He scored. He
See
scored
that
a lovely
try?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good
Johnson
player.
just looked, send it.
Yeah.
He sent it and he went
He
through.
went straight through. No, but that try, he literally had. Sean Johnson had like 4 runners
Four, yeah.
hitting that one gap,
Or one of them just had to catch it, that's it.
and that's
they
it. And
did.
it was Metcalf. But 4 people running that same line, and I'm like, bro, look how much they want it.
They're good to watch, man.
And you know what's crazy? Like you see them all. Like I think the camera pan to their subs, right, the bench, and everyone's standing up. Everyone wants to get out
They
there.
want it. They love it.
Bro, they're playing so well, and honestly, how good would it be if they could win the comp?
I'd
can't,
love it.
nah.
I'd love to see
I don't
it.
think they will,
They
but
won't,
bro,
No way they will.
imagine
Everyone would go for them. It's just like the Tigers.
if they
We'll-
make the
we'll
grand
go for them.
final against anyone
Everyone will go for him.
other than the
even the
Bulldogs,
Dogs?
other than the Bulldogs. But
No, I'm saying, other
We're
than your
done.
own team, 100%.
yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
supporting them.
I think everyone in the NRL besides the club that is visiting
You're
them
supporting. You're
supporting
supporting.
the
Especially everything since COVID, bro. They literally,
had to move themselves here.
bro, New Zealand, the Warriors kept rugby league alive. Single-handedly kept rugby league alive.
they
All
struggled,
them
the poor
players, the
guys,
coaching
man,
staff,
yeah.
everything moved to Australia, left their families behind.
They took a big sacrifice,
Yeah,
man.
they
It
will
was,
be-
and
they'll be
I
homesick.
thought what the NRL should do, honestly, just one season, the season that it fully opened up, I thought all the New Zealand games, all the Warriors games should be in home games. That's what I would have thought. I thought that was a massive thank you for what he's done.
Rugby league
Didn't
doesn't
work
give a
out.
fuck about
Yeah, it didn't work out. They
nothing.
didn't do nothing. But that's what I thought would have been fair. Honestly, they played all their games here in the Sunshine Coast, but nothing came of it. But now they're reaping the rewards, and I hope they go well. Really, I really do. Should say. All right, we move on. Manly 58, Dolphins 18. This was an absolute hammering.
That was a shocker, yeah. For me, it was a shocker.
That was a
I
freshie.
tipped the Dolphins.
That was a freshie.
I think I tipped
Dolphins.
Did I tip?
No, you
No, I
tipped
tipped Manly.
Manly.
Oh, why did you tip Dolphins?
I just.
You
I-
said Manly.
No, I said Dolphins.
You told me Manly win 4 points park, blah, blah, blah.
You know,
No.
from that,
Was that you?
I said Dolphins. He
Someone
said
said-
4 points park.
Was it you?
I said
Someone
Dolphins.
I got every tip right from this game onwards.
Oh, you got the first 2 wrong?
First 2 and then the rest I got right.
I think I'm. Oh yeah, no, me. After that was. Oh no, I didn't get.
I'm the same, but
had a
I took.
shocker.
I knew Panthers were gonna. I took the risk on the
Did you
Roosters.
tip the Dragons?
Yes.
Yeah, he did. Everyone changed it. I looked at it and I completely forgot to change it.
Well, as soon as Cody Walker was ruled out,
As soon as I seen Cody walk out, I'm like, I got to change it. Completely forgot.
I messaged him the night before.
Completely
talking, yeah.
forgot.
I'm tipping the Dragons.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
Tyler
so,
messaged me that same night. Hey, Shram, would you change your tip? I'm like, send it, bro. Do Roosters as well, and he did it.
They did the Roosters as well?
no, he was spewing. He messaged me about it. Anyway, so Manly 58. Where am I? Yeah, Manly 58, Dolphins 18.
Look,
bro,
from that, Manly can show if they're hot, they're hot.
yeah,
What a team they have.
played
Well,
the
it's-
Dolphins off the park.
We spoke on that two episodes, like last week, one of the episodes, about Garrick in the centres.
Yeah,
I laughed at him.
You
I
know?
did. I promise you on Super Coach, I took him off for Billy Smith. Then I saw Billy Smith was out, changed
They
it back.
changed it, but you're
And then
lucky.
I think
You're
I
lucky.
said that he's never played in the centres at the Dragons. Fun fact, he was actually a centre coming
Yeah,
up
it's
through the
coming
ranks.
up, yeah.
Well, he scored a hat trick.
Yeah.
He scored 30 points.
So I was wrong. He was actually a centre coming up through his junior
He scored 30 points. It equals the most points by a single Manly player in a game, which is his record as well. Surprise, surprise, he's done it against the Dogs.
Yeah, but you know,
30
like for
points.
example, when Croker kicked it,
Yeah.
Garrick for no reason was already running.
Yeah.
He didn't have to be there, but he was already running.
But that shows
And that just shows off what a good player
He's
he
And
is.
a
another
good team
workhorse.
as well.
He's a workhorse too. Tommy, wow,
Tommy had a good game.
fuck me.
Him and Cherry Evans were just linking up the whole game.
Yeah, he had a very good game.
Like,
And
but
Schuster was quiet because Garrick wasn't on the left ball. Bro.
Yeah.
it's sort of concerning because he comes out and does that there, and then when you put him in Origin, he gets fucked. Like he gets injured, and then it fucks us sideways.
Yeah, but even with talk about state of origin, we didn't use our right side. We didn't even give him a chance to shine. Like every time he got the ball, it was what, for kick return? He would have his first hit up off the kick return.
Literally, him and Adokar.
Yeah,
Adokar
that's
had
the
to go
only
into the
time.
middle
That's
just to
the
get around.
only time they got runs. Then not once did we use the right side, which hopefully, because of the injuries, we can use both our sides, and it'll be all right. But they played them off the park.
100%.
They just went out there, started off just bang, 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 off the bat. No feeling out process, no nothing. And the Dolphins, like they got, what? The Hammer scored a double. Cody Nicarima had a very good game.
Yeah.
He had a very good game.
He's playing well.
He's playing very well. He's wanted the back. Like, he's taken charge of that team. They did lose, but what? He got 3 try assists.
Somehow.
3 try assists, and the Hammer scored 2 tries. But other than them 2 tries, the Hammer done nothing. He was so
He done
quiet.
nothing. Branko Lee did leak a few tries. He was
No,
hobbling
bro.
half the time he was
Bro,
out.
yeah.
Brinker Lee and Ewan Aitken, both the centers were just shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ewan Aitken was normally be seen every time Garrick's going around. And they kept going to him.
Yeah.
It worked.
And Breaker Lee, he was hobbling, and they just took full advantage of it.
Bro, do you know who's a fucking good player? What's that Manly's forward, bro?
Who?
Pateka? Is that his name?
Paseka.
Paseka.
Gun.
Cuz, what is that?
Yeah.
He's a very good
I want to
player.
bring him in on Supercoach. He would get racks big points.
He's a very good player.
Bro,
Paseka's
because
very good.
he starts, I'm pretty sure he starts. They take him off. When they bring him off for his second stint, it's
It's like he's rejuvenated.
it's not normal. He just runs and runs and just breaks tackles. Just
No, he's a very good player. They've got a very good forward pack, man. They really do. They've got a good rotation, but just sometimes it just doesn't click for them. And then they go on
and
these
mind you,
runs.
Gerbo's missing too out
Yeah.
of that forward pack.
I don't know when he's gonna come back. I hope he comes back. We'll
Well, it
find
doesn't
out.
look like-
Origin
I
Origin
don't-
teams do
No,
get
I
selected.
don't- he won't pick Origin. He won't play Origin this
No,
year.
I don't think so.
I don't
either.
think he will.
I don't think so.
You can't just miss 4 weeks and come back and play Origin. You get
We did pick him in the side, but I don't think he'll make it.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be fit in time.
Yeah.
no way.
But yeah, so Manly, not much to say there. 58-18. Or if you want to look at it, it's 30-18. Garrick versus the Dolphins. We move on. Dragons 36, Rabbitohs 30. They nearly fucked it.
They did.
So
Sorry, bro,
when you that's all right. When you look at the team that Rabbitohs came out with, literally
Surely a win.
all their big guns were out except for Damien Cook.
Campbell Graham's there.
Oh yeah, 2 guns. It's 2 guns.
Okay,
Alex
Campbell
Johnston.
Graham.
Hey,
No.
please do not mention that. name.
Johnson just finishes everything that the guns do.
Yeah, but
You saw without Cody, there is nothing happening with
yeah,
him.
but that's because what the fuck's his name?
Tass.
No, his centre.
Isaiah Tass.
Tass.
Is that his name? Yeah,
Yeah.
Tass. That's
Didn't
right.
wanna
I
pass
thought you
him the
said
ball.
Taff. Yeah, Tass doesn't want to pass it to him.
Yeah,
There's twice
Yeah,
he blew
there's
it
a lot
from.
of centers in our game now.
they love
Glue
holding the
hands.
ball.
Yeah.
Tass.
Crichton.
Crichton. The other Penrith one, Targo.
Yeah.
They all
Yeah, Targa
both
hates
of-
passing the
just
ball.
pass.
Targa
Sully.
hates passing the ball.
Sully.
Sully doesn't do anything,
Sully Swiley doesn't know how to pass the ball. That's why he's a
Sully
winger.
only runs hard, and because we're on the Dragons game, he runs hard, but does not know how to defend for shit. He nearly lost us the game single-handedly
Yeah.
in the last 3 minutes.
So let's talk about this. So 3 minutes to go.
3
4
minutes,
tries ahead.
3 minutes to go.
Four
I think we
tries
give
ahead.
away a penalty, and they're in front.
It was
And,
30 to 12, 36 to
We were
12.
24 points ahead.
36 to 12. Yeah.
Yeah,
36 to 12.
We were 24 points
With
ahead.
how many minutes to go? 3?
3.
So tell us a story. If you were at the game,
I was at the game, yeah. So I seen.
you got up and
What-
started walking.
I got up and started walking, and a penalty was blown. I'm pretty sure it was a penalty. I can't remember. And then as I was walking out, I popped my head over and I looked. Jacob Host went in and scored a try. I was like, whatever, bro. There's 3 minutes left. Jacob Host can have a try. Give it to him. We'll be good. And then I walked around the stadium, and I could hear cheering. I'm like, bro, who the fuck is it? The Dragons or because it was a packed house. And there was a lot of fans on both ends. So usually if it's a louder cheer, you know it's the home
The
team.
Dragons,
But
yeah.
this one was about 50-50, so you don't know who was cheering for who. So I opened up KO as I was walking. Campbell Graham runs an absolute mark on Sully, goes straight past him. Same play. They just go through the hands, gets to Campbell Graham, and he goes straight through Sully. Makes it all the way down to the try line. I think this one, he got tackled. I think both of them we defended, and then they just went through the hands, scored.
Off the next play.
Off the kickoff, they go down the left side and then they just work their way back down the right side. Blake Taft goes through him. Goes through Sully. And I'm standing there. At this point, I can see the big screen off the street. I'm standing there watching. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Sully's getting run amok on. And they score again. Campbell Graham goes in and scores. 1 minute left, we kick off. And thank God, I think someone fumbled and they knocked it on. We got the ball back. If they had the ball, they would have just done the same play for the third time, ran through Sully and won the game.
But they didn't. And the Dragons had to win that game.
Bro, if they
They
did not win,
had
how
to
the
win that
fuck he
game.
blow a 24-point lead? Bro, I was happy. I was happy because even though Jacob Host scored, we needed 9 points for the point differential and we would have jumped the Tigers.
Yeah.
9 points.
He's lost
And
that.
we were 24 points in
front with 3 minutes to go.
Yes, exactly. And then we go down to fucking 6-point difference.
Well, you know what? It's a win. It's a W at the end of the day.
It is. Look, we played good for 77
77 minutes.
77 minutes of the game. 76. We'll say. We'll give them a minute of play time. But yeah, 76 minutes were good, and then that 3 minutes was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, if I was a Dragons fan, I would be shitting myself.
Yeah, I think from now after that, every team you verse, mate. Who's Sully? Oh, you're Sully? We're coming.
Is that you?
No, we're coming.
Chewy is standing there
We're coming for you.
eating a chewing gum, brother. Spit it out and focus on the tackle.
Yeah, no, he can't defend, but he's such a hard runner.
That's the only thing he has. He doesn't pass.
He doesn't pass, just
Graham
runs hard.
contained him, but
Yeah, but he contained Graham for 76 minutes.
yeah, that too.
Until they
Maybe he
pumped
got tired last 3 minutes. We'll give.
He's a
we'll-
big boy.
He's
He's a big boy. All right, so that's the Broncos Rabbitohs game
Broncos,
again.
Rabbitohs, huh?
Dragons Rabbitohs 36 because the next one's Broncos 36-30. Move on to Broncos 24-20 in a game that
Everyone thought.
I for me it was the game the game of the round. Oh my god!
ladies and gentlemen, our producer.
Always makes an entrance. All right. What was I? See, what you've done to me.
Broncos,
That was
nice.
the game of the
Broncos
round.
24-20. It was a game of the round for me, personally. Game of the round. I thought the Knights were going to get pumped.
Yeah, you did say that. You know, on the podcast I wanted to say last week, because you said it was going to be a thrashing, I wanted to tell you it's not going to be
Yeah,
that
alright.
big of a blow. Wallah.
Why don't you say it then?
Because, just in case I was wrong.
We've said a lot of things
But
wrong in
because,
this
bro,
podcast,
we've
bro.
doubted the Knights back at like game and game again, but they come out against the big
Yeah,
teams
but
and
they've
they
been playing rubbish the past couple of weeks.
Who-
And look, no, the second they took our advice, and put Ponga fullback, Gamble and Hastings back in the halves, they played pretty well.
I haven't seen it. I thought the past couple of weeks they've been rubbish. I thought the Broncos were going to come out and absolutely mop them.
Oh, I thought that too. Don't get me wrong.
Ponga had a killer of a game for him. He came out like with a point to prove and went after it.
How
Against the Queensland fullback, the guy that took his spot.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing he wanted to show. Even though he messaged Billy Slater and said, "Don't put me in the Origin side,"
Yeah,
he
I
wanted
heard
to show,
about
"Look,
that.
I'm still better than your fucking Origin full."
Yeah. He had a very good game.
Walsh proved he was pretty good too.
Walsh,
He pumped it.
For a
Walsh
youngster,
killed it.
Walsh is outstanding.
No, he pumped it that game as
Walsh
well.
killed it.
whereas-
He
Walsh
killed
is
it.
outstanding.
Yeah,
bro.
he killed
Do
it
you know
as well.
what kills me? So we even checked it. So I was watching the game with my dad as well. Kevin Walters made one sub in the first half. You can even check it. Check it. Everyone check it. I don't care. One sub. And I said to my dad, for the first 15, he won't touch subs. After that, Haas and Carrigan are coming off the field. And that's exactly what he did. He did that. Knights come flying out. They score, I think it was 3 tries, 2 tries, whatever it was. The second that happened, I'm like, he's going to bring him back on.
How long did it take him off for? Do you remember?
10 minutes.
Yeah, he brought him back
10
on.
to 10 to 15. He's like, oh shit, we're gonna lose this game. Bang, Carrigan Haas, please come back on.
Yeah.
Bang, the game
Because
changes.
I
Again.
asked your mate Paul Kent, oh, well, what happened, bro? Why was the game so close? Oh, he rested Haas and Carrigan. I looked at Ali. I was like, bro, I watched the fucking game.
Because they
I'm
played
pretty sure-
70 minutes, 60 minutes.
Yes, that's what I told him. I was like, bro, they played most of the game.
Yeah, poor Ken, you have no idea what you're talking about, mate. That's yeah. So
Rested him. Well, yeah, obviously he's gonna give him a break. They're forwards.
yeah,
Giving them a 10-minute break's not resting them.
even though Carrigan can play 80 minutes, he's showing that,
Even Haas.
and Haas can play 70.
He can play 80.
Yeah, but
He's
he
played 80
even said at the
before.
start of the season he doesn't want that anymore.
Yeah, but he has.
Yeah,
He has
because he
played
can. Yeah, but that's the weapons Kevin Walters has.
Yeah.
I can rest these guys and bring them on whenever
Their
I want
forward
to.
pack's so good.
It's
And
not
it's a
the one with the
game
helmet. I
changer.
keep forgetting his name.
The one with the helmet.
Yeah,
Headgear.
headgear. Sorry.
Has a
Where's the
headgear.
headgear? In their forward pack?
Yeah, but like he comes off the bench. He's a gun.
I have no idea.
Yeah, because you just started his name. It's an Islander name.
I think I know who you're talking about.
So the
the
si-
young guy, yeah?
Yeah, very young. He's for a second
I forgot his
rower.
name.
What number is he?
No,
It doesn't matter. I'm pretty
He
sure
doesn't
he's.
have a
Read-
headgear in the
No,
photo.
I think
no,
he
no,
does.
yeah, read out the bench. Read out the bench. I'll tell you. You don't know who it is.
So the bench is Hetherington, Smoothie,
He's very
Tapau,
good.
and it's the last one. Whoever that last one is.
Tyson Smoothie,
No,
Hetherington, Brendan Piakura.
Pierre
That
Curran.
one.
Yeah, Kieran.
He is not normal.
Yeah, he's a very good player.
He runs his steps, mate. How are you even second rower?
He's a big
Yeah,
boy.
he's a very good player.
He's a big
he's
boy.
big.
He breaks the line. He breaks the line.
Yeah, he's big. He's a very
breaks
good
it.
player, man. Good footwork.
So I'm just saying, like the Broncos can just play games with forwards. Like, good luck to everyone.
But when they do, when Carrigan and Haas comes off, you can
You've
see
seen
it
what happens,
every
yeah.
game. Every
Yeah,
game.
Yeah, well, they're fucking
that's
both
why-
Origin props.
Yeah, but it's like-
props.
But
Massive.
even
They
even
go
last week, like they had,
seeding.
he knows that he needs them. If we get to a big enough lead, we'll take him off. They won't
Yeah,
put him
rest
back
him.
on if he doesn't have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he doesn't.
So yeah, I thought it was going to be a hammer in the Knights. Tonga played well. The halves played well. They nearly won it at the end, but the Broncos hung on to get that 4-point victory.
What a Ezra Man flick. See that
Yeah,
flick?
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
That was
Who,
like
who
Adam
scored
Reynolds.
off, who scored off it?
Adam Reynolds.
Adam Reynolds, that's right. Yeah, again, they done it early in the
They
season.
did as
Ezra
well.
Man's such a good runner.
He is.
He's
And
such a
he-
good runner.
I was saying, my brother today was saying he's Ezra Man this, Ezra Man that. He will, look, he's good, but he, without Adam Reynolds, will be a completely different player.
His game complements Adam Reynolds so
So
much,
well,
and
so
Adam
well.
Reynolds' game complements him so much because
So
all he can do is he's the ball, and if the back line's on, the back line's on. If the run's on, the run's on, and he'll do whatever's on.
Yeah.
And Adam Reynolds takes control of, like he's in charge of controlling the team, kicking. Ezra Mem does nothing. I think he puts in 3 kicks a game
Because of a forward pack like that,
and playing off
your
the back
back
of
line's
it.
gonna look
I'm
amazing.
pretty sure
he
Freddie,
plays very well.
Freddie spoke to him after an interview once, like on an interview once after a game. And he goes to him, oh, so he said something about New South Wales. He goes, nah, mate, I'm a Queenslander.
Yeah, he straight away shut him down.
shut him
And
down.
Phil's like, I wasn't gonna say that, mate.
All right, so we move on. Roosters 6, Penrith 30.
Shit, already. Oh, it's only 30. Oh, cracker.
Yeah,
It's not too bad.
you guys,
Right.
you guys are so bad.
Please
Yeah.
take the lead.
Look, we spoke before the podcast. Apparently, Trent's waking up this week and putting everyone back in position. Let's hope for the best. That's what I'm gonna say. There's something wrong.
But you guys are gonna miss the 8.
I've had enough excuses. Now, like for that game, I had nothing. I was like, why are we shit? I was asking, why are we shit?
Why are you shit?
Our
Bro,
defense is
your-
shocking.
Your attack's gone as well.
The attack all we have is Teddy for some reason now.
Yeah.
Your attack
He's only
is
on the trans.
gone.
I don't know what's happened.
Only on that trans.
And that caliber of a coach, who put Drew Hutchinson center? Who? He's not Orbison. Get it in your head.
Yeah, he
He
wants,
wants him to be.
him so
He
hard
wants
to
him
be
to be
Orbison.
You have Billy Smith. Why are you subbing? Why are you dropping him?
He
He dropped him.
He dropped him literally 10 minutes before the game.
Onto the bench or completely?
Gone.
Gone.
Yeah, gone. I had him starting, and then I swapped it. Like, and then he
Yeah, then I
messaged
messaged a
me,
group
I'm
show.
like,
I'm like,
"Oh, shit."
what happened?
So I swapped him for Porga, who's a good player.
He's playing well, yeah.
So Porga
He's trying.
made a reader, bro.
He's trying, yeah. He's
Wallah
trying.
made a
He's got a mistake in him, but
Yeah, he does. But bro, like he.
But do you know who has a fucking mistake in
Very
him?
hard runner.
That fucking Shrek.
oh, he's hopeless.
Look, I don't swear in front of my dad at all. I swore for the first time.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed. He's a fat fuck. I shouldn't say that. He's just a.
Why say whatever you want?
No, you
cunt.
shouldn't talk about people like that. Anyways,
Bro, the guy's he's a fucking
last
shit
year,
human. Say
last
whatever
year
you
I was riding him. Oh, what a player!
He is a shit human, so say whatever you want about him.
But what the fuck is it? This year he can't hold the
Listen,
ball.
I don't know who brought it to our attention. Who was it?
Me.
Was it you that said it?
Well, yeah. Oh, no, it was Henny.
Okay,
gained
every
weight.
club And he said every club he's been to goes downhill. He was at Brisbane.
Down.
Wooden spoon. Literally wooden spoon.
Tigers.
Wooden spoon.
Oh no, so I didn't get Tigers.
No,
Warriors.
Not wooden spoon. Warriors, but low. Like there's not a lot of changes in that Warriors team. He's gone. They're still paying half his wage.
Now you guys.
And now you
are
guys.
right
And
in
he's
that
gone.
way.
We've got rid of him already.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, you
have
sold
to.
him next year. We
Yeah,
don't
he's
want
gone.
you.
That's it.
They told him
Brother,
next year we don't want you.
get him
We're
off.
talking about Matt Lodge, by the way. Let's say his name. We haven't said his name.
Oh, haven't I?
No, you
Sorry,
called him
guys.
Shrek.
Everyone knows who Shrek is, bro.
Just in case.
All right.
You just need to get Matt Lodge. Fat Lodge.
That's what I was calling him last night. You burn him, bro.
He was pissing me off. His first touch.
He's
he knocks
pissing
it
me
off.
off.
Bro.
Who walks on and drops it?
It hurts me, bro. Straight out, it hurts me to watch the Roosters, knowing you're getting frustrated.
Oh, man.
I know you love it when the Dragons lose, but I can't. I don't have that same feeling. When the Roosters lose, I feel for you.
Don't say
I
I
do.
love
I
it.
fucking
Now
love it.
I love when the Dragons
I fucking
lose.
love it when the Roosters lose.
I feel
Yeah,
for
because we
you.
pumped you, you shit
I
cunts.
fucking love it when the Roosters lose.
Fuck, the Bulldogs are the shittest team I've ever seen. Did you see him today?
Remember when you guys were good and you didn't care about the Bulldogs?
No, I still don't have cared about you. But you opened your mouth this
No,
year.
but now you're competing with us.
Because you opened your mouth.
You're in competition
I said nothing
with us.
before
Hey,
that.
you're in competition with us.
But we still beat you. He's a shit.
We're in
End of story.
competition.
He needs to get off the bench completely.
He's
Nathan
gotta get
Brown's all
dropped.
right. You leave Nathan Brown.
Trent
on the
Robinson
bench.
needs to make some big calls. Okay, why is it that as a fan, I can look at a squad and I can make a cracker team? Then you got Trent drinking red wine, all right? Looking at blondie Drew Hutchinson, yes, him. Why isn't he centre?
We
Why?
just
Bro,
said
he doesn't make that much.
he
Bro.
really wants to.
Don't tell me that
Crichton.
Crichton. Did you see the way Crichton ran like he was injured when he ran around him?
Yeah. He's sluggish, but under
And
the
then, hey, but what
he
about when
saved
he-
a few tries under the high ball.
He
plucked
did.
it out of the
But what
He
about
did.
when he moved Hutchison to 5'8" and put Manu back at centres?
Did you see the difference in that?
Yeah, massive difference.
And look,
That's
I
the
read.
difference. You scored a try.
No, they scored
Oh,
before
if
it.
Teddy didn't decide to carry the whole team on his back, there was no try.
Teddy literally broke 4 tackles. In the
Teddy, I told you, Teddy will find form. He's finding it. He is. I don't care what you say. Shh, shh, I'm talking.
squad. Say anything.
Before you say anything.
Talk.
He's finding decent form. All right, he's got 5 tries in 3 games now.
Look, I don't know. He's the only one that tries in your team.
That's exactly what he's
Listen.
carrying now. Move Kiri to 5'8". Put Drew halfback so he doesn't touch it. Just throw it out.
No, you just need Sam Walker back.
No,
That's
no.
it.
Sandon Smith, I don't think he's the best player there. I don't know. Everyone's talking him up at the Roosters. Shut the
Sandon Smith.
Yeah, what did I say? Brandon?
No, you
No,
said
Sandon
Sandon.
Smith.
Oh, yeah. Everyone talks him up on New South Wales. He's not all that. Put him halfback. Let Kiri go back to running. Put Manu centre, who looked dangerous as soon as he went
So you're
there.
saying Sandon Smith at halfback?
Just till Sam
Even
Walker
him or
comes back.
Drew, I don't care.
Just till Sam Walker comes
fuck
back.
Drew off, bro. Drew Hutchison's rubbish.
Drew only for his defence.
Yes, till Sam Walker comes back.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yes. Look.
How long Sam Walker out for?
Should be another
Oh,
week
no,
or
a
two.
new article came out. He's
injured
not looking
again?
good, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, but just put our normal lineup. Manu went to centre, straight away started breaking tackles.
That's what you need.
It is so simple. Why are you making it hard?
Sawali on the wing.
But
When he comes back.
for now, just fuck Sawali, bro. I can't be fucked for him anymore. Like he plays like he doesn't care anymore.
He doesn't.
Alright.
Well,
But
he
he's
scored,
there
he
for the-
scored 1 try. He scored 1 try.
And do you know why?
since he's-
It's because Ado Carr was
Yeah,
screaming that
talking at
Alamadi
the
was on the
ref.
floor.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we
That's
scored
it.
that try.
But,
Because
but
I
he
don't call
was
it the
back
wing.
on the wing that game, didn't he?
No.
No, he was just standing
He
on the wing for
ended
no
up on the
reason.
Okay.
Yeah, he ended up on the wing.
All right, we've got Teddy and Kiri. You know, Kiri's trying his hardest.
He
He
runs.
is.
Yeah, he is.
He's
He's
running the ball, he's kicking, he's doing everything. Just Trent 1 to 17. Make it a normal lineup. Just normal lineup and see how you go. We're versing Knights this week. Wallah, if we lose this game, I can't take it anymore. Against Knights.
He's been running. Kiri's been
And
running.
Knights are playing good. We're
He's been trying. Kiri's been running, bro. And he's dangerous
a lot of
when he
players who
runs.
are trying,
He's
but-
dangerous when he runs, but then he has to take a step back and be like, fuck, I
But
still
even
got
your
to steal
forwards,
it.
bro, your
I
forwards-
We're
gotta
the
steal
only
this
team that makes Scott Sorensen look good.
Bro, Scott Sorensen again. Almost again. Line break. He got a try assist.
Do you see when Liam Martin just ran through us?
Yeah,
Like it was nothing?
Like it was nothing.
Like, all right, just Trent needs to name a proper team. Stop fucking around. I know that Manu was an experiment. We all thought, the whole world thought it was going to be a good
I thought
thing.
it was gonna be good.
All right, everyone bought him on Supercoach. We thought it's enough.
Because he's had a pass there where he played good.
It's all right, yeah. He'll be fullback this week
No, he won't.
because Teddy won't be
Teddy's
there.
good.
Oh, would he?
Origin.
Yeah.
Must
Billy Smith will be back. Just play everyone in their position and we'll be fine.
Yeah,
We
do
will
Manu
be.
at fullback?
We will win, yes. I think Manu will play hard wherever he is. Just don't put him 5'8" because he's not passing the ball.
Manu's a cracker fullback.
He's like Burden. They want to run hard. That's what they want.
Manu's a cracker fullback. All right, let's talk about
You're right, he
some
doesn't
things.
pass much.
Some things that come out of that game, right? Jared Warrior-Hargreaves, 2 elbows, throws a water bottle.
Gets fined.
Gets fined. How much do you get fined?
3K.
He
3K.
concussed 2 players and got 1 sin bin.
Bro, but they were bad cuts.
He put a number on him. He did.
Like he cut Liam Martin, and it was a category 1.
But that was that the elbow or the head clash?
No,
was
Martin
the-
was the one where he came flying into the hip, but he elbowed someone in the process. I think.
Okay, yeah. But then
Yeah.
there was another elbow. Who did he elbow?
Moses
And he-
Leota. Oh, I can't stand him, bro.
Oh, yeah, it was Leota, and it was
cut
a
him
mad
open.
mad cut on his head.
And then he must have a one-on-one with
And
Spencer.
then after that, Spencer Leniu and him. Let's talk about this, right? Because it's a massive incident because Spencer Leniu is joining the Roosters next year.
Does he pull that contract out now?
Bro, do the Roosters tear it up? I don't know.
Well, he has nowhere else to
No,
go.
we need someone like just aggression.
Yeah, so
There's no aggression. The bloke started crying. He was wiping his tears away.
it was like it was.
Anyone who could walk up to the fans and call them wankers.
Yeah, but the team
Do
you're
you want him
joining
there? He
next
doesn't
year.
care about your fans.
The team you're joining next year.
Yeah, I know. It's just
It's so weird. I don't understand.
heat of the
that.
moment, man. Heat of the moment.
Yeah, but he's got to relax, bro. He can't be
Yeah.
that.
What was he so
Fucking
pressed
emotional.
about?
I don't know.
A bit of water,
He
and
sprayed
the
water
bottle
on
didn't
him.
even hit him.
He sprayed water on him, and Jared's laughing the whole time. Spencer Lenius.
You know what?
Spencer Lenius telling him at the car
Yeah, I'll
park.
tell you what, let me, like, if
What's wrong with you?
so the first time we was Penrith when we copped that battering, before the game, before he ruptured his testicle, they interviewed him and they said,
Who,
so,
Spencer?
yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, like, what do you think about this week's game? He's like, I'm going to show them what they bought next year. That's what he said. You can look it up. He
What,
said that.
They bought a fuckwit.
Yeah, but no, he wanted to, in his head, I'm proving a point. I'm not sitting down to Jared. And I read that, it's a bit of a breaking news, that he'll be picked off Origin because it showed how much heart he had. That's what it says. You can read it. It's
We'll
not
talk
my
about it.
words.
We'll talk about it
My
after.
words.
We'll talk about it when we get there. But so
He took it too deep. Like, relax.
he gets sim binned, and as he's walking off, like before he's even left the field, he's pointed at Jared, and he's like car park. You can see it clearly. Read his lips. Car park, car park. Jared's still there laughing,
Yeah, that's a gangster move.
and then and
that
that's-
pisses you off.
Yeah, I know,
yeah, but Jared's done it for 10, 15
But
years.
Leota could have
man.
started laughing as so not Leota. Lenu could have started laughing as well, and it's sweet as.
He didn't. Oh, his eyes were about to pop
Bro,
out of
was
his
that a
head.
could you see his eyes? He's giving him crazy eyes. Like, I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
like he's gonna
shit.
kill him now.
He's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him. All right. He starts walking off. The fans are all booing him. Looks up at him. Starts doing them ones. You're joining him next year, you donkey.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Well, I don't understand. He gets sim bin, and then Jared gets sim bin because in rugby league, right? If one player gets sim bin,
You have to, yeah.
the other guy gets sim bin.
You don't
Like
want that.
last year, for example, Burden in State of Origin got his fucking head caved in, and he
I
got
know
sim
he
bin.
did throw a punch, bro.
Yeah, but after he got pumped, bro, what do you want him to do? Just stand there and just. He got
If you want that
fucking
advantage
battered.
for your side, brother, you get
Well,
pumped.
I reckon he will still got sim bin.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Referees are dumb.
But yeah, so they sim binned both of them, and then the game ended shortly after that. It wasn't that long. I think it was like 5
no,
minutes
It was a
in,
bit, yeah.
left in the
No
game.
one was throwing big hits, nothing.
And that was it. Penrith 30, Roosters 60. They've got you dirty. Okay,
Yeah.
I think next week is a must win.
It's getting there.
It's a must
getting
How
win.
many,
It's
how
a
many
must win,
competition
bro.
points are he on right now?
We're just one win out. That's it.
So what
Not
is that?
anymore.
What is he on 12?
I think Manly's 8th and they're on 17 points or something.
Yeah, because they drew with
And we're on
Newcastle.
16.
All right, so next week it's a big game.
Who the
It's-
fuck have you beaten? It's been that long. He's won
Bulldogs.
1 in 7 games.
Yeah, it's been very bad. And that
Right,
Bulldogs
yeah,
game was a
I
point.
think we've lost.
You started the
Something
season.
I think the last one was Dragons, bro. Oh
Yeah.
no, I'll tell you who. Warriors.
We beat Warriors.
Warriors. When you said we're the first team to keep someone a nil this
The
year,
next week,
you haven't won. Your first win was against us. It's been very bad. Yeah, you'll take it. It's a win. All right, so
look, this
yeah.
season, hey, honestly, you don't know who's going to win the comp anymore, so it's good.
It's very very interesting. And we'll move on. Storms 54, Sharks 10. This was Munster
At his best.
just
Schooling.
grabbed fucking. No, he even schooled him because he grabbed Hines, put him in the field, and just fucked him for 80 minutes. For 80 minutes, it was just pumped.
Hey, Shay, this is how you play. This is
This
the
is how you
origin
play.
player. There's a difference between an origin
Bro.
player and a fucking average Joe.
Hines,
And he's not an average Joe. That's the problem.
Hines is a gun, but bro, you had Adam Reynolds.
Hines was Daily M of the year. last
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but there's
And
three
Manta was
players.
like, fuck him.
There's 3 players in contention for this New South Wales jersey, right? The number 7 jersey. You have Adam Reynolds, Nico Hines, and Mitchell Moses. Adam Reynolds came out, done his job. Nothing special, scored a try, done his job, right? What you get from Adam Reynolds every week, like an 8 out of 10 performance.
Yes.
Nico Hines had to come out and play one of his best games to, put his hand up. Instead, he honestly played the worst game I've ever seen him play.
Look,
Hey,
did
that
he,
nothing.
did he play his worst game or did everyone help in making him look
No,
that
but
bad?
he knock-ons, forward passes, kicks out
Yeah,
on the
but
full.
if you look at him, like there's ones like the ones the knock-ons, like he wants to pass it, but no one's there. He gets hit hard, he drops it. Like
No, there was one of them where he took on the line, dropped it. There was a forward pass with no pressure on him.
Yeah,
that was a bad one. That was a bad one.
And the kick out on the full, no pressure on him.
I think he got to his head.
That's what it is.
Yeah, he
It's
got to
pressure. He knew it was up for grabs, and he just fumbled it,
But
man.
we said Adam Reynolds. Do not put Moses. Do not compare the Bulldogs to Queensland.
That's not it. I was going to say, because you're going to bring up Moses. What did you just say about Adam Reynolds? You get what you get of Adam Reynolds.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 every time.
8 out
You
of 10.
need that 8 out of 10 every time instead of that 9 out of 10 once every 3, 4, 5 games.
But listen, if
You
you're
need
going,
that
they
consistency,
were going
and
to go.
Adam Reynolds has it.
They were going to go off this performance.
Mitchell
Moses, we're gonna
Filla's a
talk
scary
about it later.
coach. He's
We're
a
gonna talk
scary
about it.
coach.
We're going to talk about Mitchell Moses later.
Look, if
His
I'm-
performance doesn't matter the team because you're saying, what's his name?
What?
Tedesco, 5 tries in the last 3 games. Bulldogs, Dragons, and one against the only one against Penrith
Yeah.
without Nathan Cleary, which is a massive, massive loss, right?
Sam Walker.
You dropped him.
Yeah, we're Gronks.
That's the difference. You just dropped him. All right, so that's who he scored against, right? And we're still saying keep him in. Mitchell Moses has been playing well, and today when he knew that the selectors are watching, today he knew that this game counted, he came out and absolutely performed.
Look, if
He was so good today
if we can guarantee
that he plays like that.
he's going to play in Origin like he did the first half.
No, but you
Even
can't
the second
compare.
half,
No,
bro, he kicked well.
Bro, you got.
You do the same thing with Tedesco.
I had the radio on Triple M or whatever the radio station is.
Yeah, Triple M.
They said to him, "Did you know Pangai was going to do this?" Like, yes, we did that on purpose to him. Twice made him run out of the line inside ball. All right, Queensland's not going to do that.
Yeah, but it's smart. But that means like if Freddie Fittler watches some tapes.
Which brings me back to, I feel like anyone you put there, it's just going to come down to the coaching.
Yeah,
What
that's
teams
that's
are
the
we
whole
talking
problem.
about? Who are we talking
The
about?
We're talking about Broncos Storm.
No,
Broncos
yeah.
Storm.
Broncos Sharks.
Yeah.
We're talking about Nico Hines' performance.
But like I said, in Origin, no matter who you put there, they're getting coached by Freddie, bro.
Yeah, it's rough, man.
Look, there's one thing you get coached, yes, 100%, and they tell you, oh, this gameplay, that gameplay. But on the field, if you have the right mindset and you play in your head, not like you play what's in front of you,
Yeah.
not what everyone says. Reynolds does that. Moses, I don't think he does that.
Moses does.
And
do
Moses
that.
under pressure.
does do that.
We've seen a million times Moses
Moses
under
does-
pressure is gone.
Moses
No,
does. Play
I
what's
feel
in
like
front of him.
Moses plays what's in front of him because he's always kicking
Against
early.
shit
Like,
teams, 100% he
No,
does.
no. Moses plays. Moses' game style is play in front of you. But I don't think this is why I picked Adam Reynolds. I don't think Moses under pressure will be the guy to be the loudest voice on the field. You're a
100%.
halfback. That's the most important thing.
100%.
We need a leader, bro. We need someone who's going to get out there and this is what we're doing.
It has to be Adam Reynolds. It can't be anyone else but Adam
Whether
Bro,
we
Reynolds.
you
like
know
it or
for a
not,
fact.
He's picking Moses. 100%
You
he's
know
picking
for a
Moses.
fact it's Moses.
whether we like it or not, whoever he picks is going to be partnering Luai, whether we like it or not.
No, I don't
So
think
we've got to find the best suited
I don't
for
think
whoever
so.
plays.
I don't think so.
Who's he gonna put
Look,
there?
I
I
agree.
think it's going to be, what's his name?
I agree with him.
Walker.
I agree with.
You honestly think it's Luai?
Not because we want him. But
I know.
obviously.
Yeah.
Feel as that guy's like, oh, I've
Well, if
by
you're
Luai
picking
staying.
Luai, you have to pick Reynolds. Oh, but Reynolds makes the most sense in both situations. But anyway, let's get back to this game. So we have Hines
Sorry, but
having
it's
the.
depressing knowing what Filla's going to do. Like,
We'll talk about it after because we're talking about
Oh.
the ins and outs. All right. Help me out here.
Sharks and Storm.
Yes, and Hines has his worst game I've ever seen. And Cameron Munster, you said last week he's been sluggish.
sluggish.
He's coming off it. I said no, bro. No, this is the one thing I got right last week. Thank God.
We both said it. No, it's
Bro,
Munster.
Munster came out and
Don't jump
showed
on
him
that train.
how to
Don't-
play footy. No,
That's
he
true.
did. He did. He said it with me.
I'm going to watch that old podcast.
Bro,
last week.
Munster came out and absolutely tore the Sharks apart. Him,
Harry Grant.
Harry
just-
Grant. He's been quiet. He's been
He
so
was.
quiet
I was about to
recently.
say he was the sluggish one as well. They've been both
He
been
was
quiet.
actually so quiet, and he came out and just popped off running, passing out.
And that's when Harry Grant is his best. He's running.
But-
Munster does not allow him to run a lot of times.
What about Elisa Katoa gets knocked out 10 minutes? Yeah, comes off.
He didn't. You know what? He didn't come off for HIA. You know that, yeah.
What did he come off? For?
So he came off for HIA, passed it, but then he
straight off for an
failed.
injury?
The cut on top of on his head.
Yeah, so bro,
Yeah, if they're
but
not gonna, if they don't need him, they weren't gonna put
he
him back on.
put he put Nelson Asaf for Solomona in the second
Oh,
row.
bro, did you say that?
He ran amok.
I think he had like 3 or 4 line breaks,
He
bro.
What a human,
ran
bro. He's a big
amok, bro. Running at halves, running at Nico Hines and
But he ran at Kennedy when he made the break, and the commentator, you know Andrew Voss how he is. He does Kennedy want to tackle him? No, he doesn't. He gets past Kennedy and they get him from behind.
bro.
Well, we had a comment.
He
what
killed it
what
as
do you
well.
think about Tariq Sims? Same we were talking about in Melbourne.
He hasn't played enough. He's been
He would have been a good asset, but they don't use him enough. So
he's been in and out of the team, but his injuries. He got suspended.
I feel like he's very underrated player.
I think he's very good.
He's a freakish player, but like you said, he hasn't been used in Melbourne.
No, but he hasn't got consistent. He was injured. That's why he just came back from the injury, and he got suspended. I think his first game there, he got the suspension. So Tarek Sims is a gun. We all know this.
Yeah.
You've seen it for years at the Dragons. He was one of your most consistent players.
I loved him, bro.
he's willing to run at a brick wall, which is good. That's
He's
how
a
you want your
gun.
second
He's
roles.
a gun, and you got to remember this guy's an Origin player.
And he
bro.
did, and he played Origin last year, did he?
Yeah,
not?
I don't know if it was last
No,
year,
the
but,
year one he played.
but it was an Origin player. He was an Origin player, so he's a gun. I think Tarek Sims is a very good player.
But not for the Melbourne.
I think at Melbourne because you're just going to be used as a substitute
You're a
player.
pawn. You're just a pawn.
He could have played for another team, maybe not as good as Melbourne.
Dragons, bro.
He could have stayed at the Dragons, right? But maybe for he's not going to play for a team as good as Melbourne. I think Melbourne were, and that's why he's on the bench. But if he could have gone easily to the Tigers and started,
Yeah.
could have come to the Dogs, started, could have gone to most clubs and started. He could start at the Roosters, I reckon.
Yeah.
But you guys love the Butcher brothers.
Yeah, no, they're fucking hopeless.
Who was it? Egan? Egan's a good. No, Egan's a shit one.
That's bro.
That's the one.
That's the good one.
Egan's the Wade Shepherd.
Yeah.
Was I not say that too?
No, you can say whatever you want. It's our
No
podcast.
one knows who the fuck that is.
All right, the Shepherd
They
brothers.
did. Nah, I think we should.
Oh, the
cut
Wade
that. No,
brothers.
we should cut that just in case they switch.
All right, so no. Anyway, if you're watching, we love you. See, we still remember you. Go
Well,
on.
it is a compliment, but
Checked on my spit.
because you put a brick wall and say, "Hey, mate, take the ball
Run
up,"
at it.
he's going.
Yeah, but he's got so much errors in his game.
Wade Shepherd or
Egan. Egan. All right, but
I can't stand them. I don't know what the fuck you
so
say.
Tarek Sims is talk about it. Tarek Sims could have gone to any club,
Yeah.
and other than Melbourne, and them like top
Well,
clubs,
top five
and
teams, top
started.
four teams,
yeah.
yeah.
I reckon he could have gone Penrith because they lost kick out. I reckon it would have been perfect.
That would have been a good.
I reckon that'd be perfect.
But Penrith are sticking to the young people, even though Sorensen, but he's been there
no,
for a
well
couple of
they
years.
signed thing. When they signed I forgot his name from the Tigers.
Alex Twell,
No, the second row from the Tigers.
Papali'i.
They signed
Oh.
the Blondie.
Zach Hosking.
No,
I
no.
forgot his name, bro. He played a few.
Who's he
games.
play for now?
Penrith. They signed him from the
And
Tigers.
and he's second rower.
Yes, I forgot his name. Very good player.
Does he play right now?
Yeah, he plays for him right now. We got benched. He got dropped.
Hosking.
No.
No, bro.
What's his name? The Blondie, yeah?
Yeah. Anyway, can't remember it. Don't worry. We're gonna take an hour thinking of this. If we remember it halfway through.
What, is he dropped or on the bench?
Bro, he got dropped.
He got dropped.
Yeah, just leave it. He could if he
Oh,
they
I
could
really
have.
want to figure it out.
They bought him from Tigers to play him instead of Kikau. I reckon they could have bought Tarek Sims and done a better job.
Would have got cheaper as well.
Yeah, it would have been cheaper. Would have done a better job. But anyway, that's what we think of Tarek Sims, and we move on. Bulldogs 12.
But before we move on, did Hines lose his position from that game?
Yes.
Yes. 100%.
100%. Because the pressure was on and he buckled hard.
We had a comment on our TikTok video when we made our Origin team
Origin
list. Oh, you
selections.
forgot your daily winner of last year.
Did you see him last night?
I just had to comment. I was like, bro, did you
You watch his game
did you
last
watch him last night?
But you know how the comment section is, they just drop shit just for the reaction.
Your comment
Bro,
section's hate.
people are laughing about the Dale Finucane pick.
I love that.
What a defensive workhorse.
People that love, so if you love attacking footy, no, of course he's not.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
good.
of
Yeah.
course.
But if you love Origin and you've watched it for
And
10
you know
years,
what
20
Origin's
years,
about? It's all about defense.
It's
Origin
defense.
is
It's
all
all about the
defense.
second effort,
That's
man.
why Cameron Murray's in lock. They laughed at that too instead of Isaiah. Cameron Murray's in lock because of his defense. Gerbo is there if he's fit because of his defense. And Dale Finucane. No one's breaking that fucking front line.
look, half the people will agree with that. But like I said, people who love defense,
Yeah.
Like
like
people understand Origin. That's what
Yeah.
that's what wins Origins.
people want to attack for some reason. That was like, yo,
No, that's
really,
not going to
bro?
work. It didn't work in the first game. I would work again. All right, Bulldogs 12, Eels 34.
That's you, babe.
Uh,
babe.
Just couldn't babe.
Thanks, sweetheart. Yeah, we just got pumped, man. We're fucking shit. I've just come to the conclusion we're shit. Looking forward to next year. Christian Crichton, Stephen Crichton, fullback, gonna pop off.
That's not.
We're gonna win the comp.
That is not a positive thing.
Bro, this is-
Firstly, that's not a positive thing. Second of all, I got one thing out of this game and one thing alone.
What?
Jacob Preston.
I love Jacob Preston.
He gave me nightmares.
Honestly, if it wasn't for Buller, because I think when it's all said and done, Buller wins Rookie of the Year.
100%.
I think Jacob Preston was gonna win it hands down. But
I
it's
like
them
him.
two right now.
He's a workhorse.
He's such a workhorse. Does not stop. Does
It
not
was the
quit.
only thing standing between me and a victory in Supercoach today.
Yeah.
But in saying that, it's your own fault.
Yeah. I was sick, brother. Let it go.
It burns me because I did it for you, and that's what
Okay.
burns me more.
You needed 69 points. You needed him.
He needed to get less than 69 points.
He's got 20 above that.
Yeah, he's got 88. He's a gun.
And that's without correction.
Jacob Preston's a gun. But so let's talk about this game. All right, Parramatta come out. Gutherson, bang, hat-trick straight away off the bat.
First 20
Hat-trick
minutes,
of
30
assists for Mitchell Moses.
Doesn't surprise me.
Absolutely popped off. And like you said, where they asked him about Pengai, because Pengai just chases and doesn't
Twice.
Doesn't
You're meant to
think-
learn from your mistakes.
doesn't think twice. He runs out of the line and there's a massive gap. Gutherson's too good. You're going to give him that much space. He'll make you pay, right?
That's like we said in Origins or defense, and that's something we don't need.
And
Yeah,
that's
well-
why with news, Panga may have been dropped.
So we'll talk about it. We're nearly there. So I just think last week I said this is must win for both of us. I think if whoever lost his game, he just put a red line through him. Officially put a red line through the Bulldogs. Myself, I know you guys never had him, but me as a Doggies fan, I thought.
I said they'll be close, if I'm honest. I said they will be.
What do you mean?
They'll be close to the top 8 Bulldogs.
Yeah, you did, but I think it's
Oh, now it's gone. It's gone now. Don't even
rubbish.
worry
Like
about
next week, if we lose, we're last.
it. Who do you have? Sharks?
Melbourne.
No,
Oh, no, yeah, they got Sharks.
Sharks.
Sorry.
Nico Hines
And
not
if
getting
Hines
picked.
gets dropped.
Yeah. We're looking at 50 plus, honestly. We are 50 plus. We've conceded 50 once this year. It was against South when they won that hot streak.
Oh, no, you did well against the Sharks last time.
Yeah, but it's just.
Where
bro,
the footy, I think it was that
there's
day.
nothing. There's nothing there. Like, I look at our attack. We've got so much weapons, but. Like, Hayes Perham kills me. Like, the guy will step 1,000 times and make a meter. What are you stepping for? I'd rather you just hit the line hard, play the ball.
Olapu's got some footwork.
He's good. For that try that he assisted Burden,
Yeah.
he broke like 6 tackles. That came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Came out of nowhere. Broke
he's
like
young.
6 tackles, palms it off to what's his name? To Burden, who scores. But
I'm not riding the Lebanese wave, but I'd like to see Rajab
Khaled
out there a bit
Rajab,
more. I
yeah.
feel like he's
he
very
looked
crafty.
good today.
He did.
He looked good. He's very good on his
Yeah,
feet.
he's someone from the community that everyone knows. Like a lot of people know.
Yeah, it's
So
always fun.
we
It's
all-
always cracker to see
Yeah.
someone like that
We want
make
to see
it.
him go up. Yeah.
100%. We want to see
Like
him
we knew
succeed.
Zane Musgrove as well.
Yeah.
I'll stay with him.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what I'm
So-
He
saying.
plays for me.
Plays for the
Dragons.
Dragons. Did he
For
play?
me, I am
did
the
he-
Dragon.
Did he play
Yeah, he
against
played
the-
this week.
nice. Against his old team.
Yeah, he was on the bench.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's what's there to say here? Mitchell Moses came out, like we were talking about before.
Because I had an audition, mate.
It was. This is a game that people said like they need a new half. Who's gonna put their hand up? Hines crumbled. Adam Reynolds done what Adam Reynolds does, and Mitchell Moses put in the best performance out of them three. Doesn't matter who you played. Like the Knights aren't the best team. Adam Reynolds could have done better.
Yeah.
Played a 7. He scored a try, 1 assist. It's what Adam Reynolds does week in,
Really,
week
he
out.
set up his own try.
Yeah, with the kick.
He ran through.
Oh, yeah, and passed to Mam and then the flick pass.
That's it, yeah. So.
So, but I do think after that performance, I wouldn't do it, but I do think,
Freddie's going to go that way.
yeah.
What way would you go?
Me?
Adam Reynolds.
Yeah, I'd pick Adam Reynolds.
You have to.
I don't see Moses winning that game for us. In
Well, he's got
In
he has
Queensland?
he has the ability to pop off. He really
Look,
does. He's a good player.
I don't
If
think
I'm going to
does.
listen from 1 to 3, it'd be Adam Reynolds, Moses, then Hines.
We got
Just off
but,
this week's
but
performance.
Hines
No,
is not
the-
even I don't even see him as a 7. So
He's a 7. He's a 7.
he's a
He
6
proved it
to
last
me.
year. He proved it last year as
he's
7. He
he's a
won
6 to
Dally
me,
M
yeah.
as a 7
Ben
last
Hunt should
year.
have won that, really.
No, bro. You lost it for Ben Hunt.
That is true.
You guys lost it for Ben Hunt.
That is true. Yeah.
Honestly.
What a player.
He's a gun. Ben Hunt's a gun.
Put him
but-
in fucking our Origins.
Honestly talking, do you think, take this stat for 2024 away, take the stat away, do you guys think you'll be in contention for the top 4 next year and grand final? That's without the stat? Thank you.
If it wasn't for this, that's all I'm holding on
That's
to.
all I want to know.
Right
But you
the
know
way,
what broke
mate.
my heart? We're gonna get into it later. The Champions League final curse got broken by City.
Yeah.
Every
The
Champions
Croatian.
League winner since
Oh, yeah.
2013 had a Croatian in their team. But you know what it is? You guys signed Kovacic
Hey,
Yeah, but
hey,
right before the final.
he's coming in, mate.
Right before the final, he signed. All right.
He's
anyway,
on the
so
roster.
no, bro. If I'm talking honest, I don't think we're gonna win. But I've been saying this
Yeah, you have to write it.
shit
You're gonna
stat
write it.
since 2014. I've been saying this since 2014. 2024 we're gonna win. Why? Because 1964, 1964, 74, 84, 94. But now I'm in too deep.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm 10 years in. I just gotta
You
It's
gotta
Ryder, and when you
Ryder-
lose, next one.
Yeah, no, and when we don't, you just come and fuck me, all right?
Until you get halves, I don't see he's doing anything.
Yeah, no, we need it. We
And
need
a
to sign
fullback.
a 7. No, we need to sign. That's the most important thing.
You need a
We
7
need
and a fullback,
seven.
bro.
We're gonna get a fullback.
No, he's not.
Avrila's
He's
gonna
got-
play. Avrila's gonna play fullback and Cron on the
I wouldn't
centre.
mind if
I
Avrila
think
fullback.
he's losing Avrila and Alamotti.
No, we lose one.
Both.
Why is it both? We're losing one.
What you
You just want Alamotti to come thing at the Dragons.
Who?
Other one, what's his name?
Avrila.
Avrila.
I'll take him.
He's been linked.
Has he?
But I don't think he'll go. I think it's Alamotti that we're gonna lose.
I feel like he's lose both because you
Was
got
it Wayne
Cherry
Bennett?
on one side and you will play Stephen Crichton on the other side.
No, bro, Crichton's playing fullback. What don't
For
you
how
understand
long?
about that?
Yeah, all right, 5 games and then.
Well,
he's
what's the
only
money
going
he's
seven.
on? What is it exactly? Let's say? Is it 800k?
750.
Oh, he's fullback.
It's
Yeah,
way
for,
big
for,
pay
for
cut.
5 games.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, they'll
Let's
suss
see.
him out. I reckon he's
I
going to
think
be jack
he'll be
shit
alright.
at fullback.
I think he'll be good.
Doesn't know how to pass when he's in the centres. You want him to pass at fullback.
I think he'll be good.
Yeah, go, please.
We're gonna win the comp anyway. So
How's the droppers, eh?
let's move on to the origin ins and outs. All right. So what are the things? Like, there's a few things that have been leaked.
Okay, so not official.
Yeah,
so
but just
don't
leaks.
talk shit. It's not official. It's someone from pretty good sources who called the State of Origin 1 team. Okay.
And got a spot on.
And got a spot on.
Yeah.
Came out and it was spot on. So ins, we've got. Oh, do you want to go outs first?
Let's go ins.
Ins. Now we'll go outs.
Okay, go out. Who's been dropped?
Outs apparently Nico Hines.
Doesn't surprise me.
I was going to say Ashley Young for some reason. Hudson Young
Does not surprise me.
and Pangai.
And guy.
Does not surprise me.
Then we had the injuries, Coruscant and Nathan Cleary, obviously. Ins, we've got Spencer Leniu, who I said because of the Roosters game for some reason.
Very surprising.
Regan Campbell-Gillard, who's probably in because Nathan Cleary is out,
Yeah.
for those who know. Daniel Saifidi, I don't mind him, he's pretty
I don't
good.
mind him.
And Reece Robinson. And then on the side, we've got Cody Walker, Latrell Mitchell, and Cameron Murray cleared this morning to play Origin.
But again, all right. So we got it with Lenu is so random.
I can't believe if he. I hope I'm wrong on that one. I hope I am. He shouldn't be there.
It's so random. They've done the same. It's the same. It's a Pengai pick.
It's the same, yeah, same thing.
I don't understand it. They just drop Pengai and pick Lenu. It makes no sense.
100% should not be there.
I don't understand it.
Not 100%. He can be an impact player, but that's no reason. You should
His
just get
name
Pangai.
shouldn't even
Yeah, but
have
you
Having
could've-
Pangai's
you
the same
could've
thing.
kept Pangai. It's the
His
same
name
thing.
should not have come up at all.
It's so weird. Regan Campbell-Gillard,
I don't mind that.
about fucking time.
I like
I don't
that.
mind that.
Honestly, about
He
fucking
hasn't
time.
played. For those who know about him, that issue of Nathan
He
Cleary
played
and
last
him,
year, game 1, and then got dropped.
got dropped for no
That's
reason.
cute.
No
Cleary
reason.
Because Cleary didn't like him.
No reason. Daniel Saifedi's been there.
He scored
He
a
scored a
try.
try,
Yeah.
and he's
Scored
won
an
Origin with
Yes,
the Blues.
Yes. So, and when he got picked the first time, we were like, what the fuck?
But he came out and proved us wrong.
He did.
And I'll admit, I was one of them. I was like,
100%.
what the fuck's he
He proved
doing
all
in
of
the
us wrong.
team?
We all said, what the fuck's his pick? But he
He
proved
ran.
us wrong.
Remember that, bro? He broke the line a couple of times as well. That
He
same
scored
game.
that try straight through.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Reece Robinson.
Reece Robson. This means
Someone's going to be, there's 14's going to be hooker.
this means
No, he-
Cook's gonna start.
he'll
he's
be
gonna
14.
No, no.
Yes.
I think he's going to start, do the nitty gritty, and then Cook comes on
Okay, yeah, but
with
it-
the footwork.
So we're
Reece
not
Robinson
gonna
does have the defense.
we're not
Yes,
gonna
that's
go.
why.
We're not gonna go the utility player that we thought.
No,
So we all said Burden.
yeah.
He's picked Reece Robson. I don't mind Reece Robson at all. I don't mind this if it works, but it's
I just
a
feel like
big game.
I
to
feel like
take
we're
a
copying
risk.
Queensland.
It is.
It's-
That's what we've
and
done.
we shouldn't
And
do
it didn't
that.
work last year.
Exactly.
What
We
do we
shouldn't
pick?
do that.
Because-
But I like it. I
I
don't like it.
I don't like
I
it.
don't like it, but I can see where he's going with it. If Reece Robson starts, because he's got that defense and he's got that grind in him, and you've seen
Was
When
Reece
the-
Robson has the most runs this year out of hooker.
Damien Cook when the defense is
Yeah, he
tired,
kills him.
he kills it.
He kills it. He kills it.
But then if we're talking Cody, Latrell, and Murray, do you know if them three are in the team? You know my.
Ocarus.
Can the producer go back inside? No, I'm joking. My Ocarus will be like this.
Yeah, but okay. So we just spoke about. We think he's gonna pick Luai.
Look, Fila needs to make big decisions. Slater will make a big decision like this. Nathan Cleary's not playing. Luai compliments him most of the time. One's out, take them both out.
Yeah, I agree.
100%.
You bring in if you're going to bring in Reynolds, you bring in Cody Walker. If you're not going to do Reynolds, I guess Luai can stay.
Well, if we didn't talk about Luai against the Roosters. He played very well.
No, even Origin 1 he played with, don't get me wrong.
He played very well without
But
Nathan
I
Cleary.
I don't see him having the same effect without Cleary there.
I'll tell you why, and this is if Spencer Leniu is actually going to
That's
play,
so bad. Oh, that's so bad.
Luai's going to be there. That's another Penrith link. that they're trying to shove in there for no apparent reason.
Yeah, they're killing us with
I'm
that.
done with this Penrith link.
They're killing us with that. But if Cody, Latrell, and Murray, they should all get picked.
Bring
If
the
they do
Rabbitohs
get
link,
picked,
baby.
if they do get picked,
Them
even
Cookers
as
number.
Moses in halfback, I think that's a good lineup, man. Honestly, because it's
Yeah.
looking like Moses is going to be in the halves, whether we like it or not.
Moses and Cody.
And Cody. I don't know. I think it's a cracker lineup.
Do you honestly think
Very
so?
attacking.
It's a pretty good source. This what I'm.
What
I saw
about you
this.
put Reynolds at 6 and Moses at 7?
What? Reynolds at 6?
Because he controls more.
No. What are you talking about?
Like whatever.
So you can play Reynolds at 7 and play Moses at 6.
Yeah, you can whatever.
No,
just
that's-
whatever.
I think if it's like that, but don't do that. But if it was like that, Moses will go number 6.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
they're going to do
whatever.
that, but they're not going to do that.
either
But
way,
that's
you want
done.
Moses to run and
No,
Cody.
No, but
you
you
can't.
want Cody to run.
You can't
You want
do that.
Cody.
Yeah, you
if
want
you're going to
Cody.
pick a runner.
No, I'm saying Adam Reynolds and him. So I'm saying Moses runs, Adam Reynolds controls.
No. If you're going to pick a half to run, you're picking Cody.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
That's no doubt. That's the pairing I want.
You can't pick both.
But I'm saying, what if?
You can't pick
No, you
both.
can't.
I just want to know your opinion.
No.
But do you honestly think Hines is gone? Like, it's a pretty good source, but do you reckon it's real? Hines is out?
100%. That performance.
The performance in
That
Origin and
pressure?
to back it up with that shit.
It's a
Yeah,
big
you
call,
can't.
man.
You can't do that.
It's a big call.
All right. That is the footy. That's so. We went through the review. We spoke about the ins and outs for Origin. Teams do come out tomorrow, and we just got to wait and see who gets picked. Moving on, Champions League final.
Treble, baby.
It's a minute silence for the
I said it
broken
before,
hearts.
and I've said it week in, week out. Treble, baby.
So
Your brother says it more than you. But anyway.
Man City won.
He's an Arsenal fan.
Man City won. Inter Milan 0.
Let's just say,
It was-
what
let's
a
start it
fucking
off.
goal.
It wasn't
Let's
Arsenal.
talk about this bit by bit. Bludger of a game.
It was shit.
It was a bludger of a game. It was so stop-start. The Milan players, every time they got touched, they just fall and start rolling. Bro, it was a bludger of a game.
City players were scared. You could see it.
They were so nervous.
So nervous.
Yeah,
So
when you lose the
nervous.
finals enough, it
30 minutes in or maybe less, De Bruyne goes down.
Okay.
And literally you're having flashbacks of the fucking final against Chelsea. Because the exact same thing happened. The only difference was, I am jumping ahead here, but the only difference was Rodri wasn't picked against Chelsea. Rodri was picked this game.
He
And
scores
out of
the
all
pearler.
players to score, not Haaland, not Bernardo, not anyone, not Grealish, not any of the attackers,
Rodri.
it was Rodri who, we'll talk through this goal, because it was,
It was a
bro,
pearler.
Akanji puts in a lovely ball straight in between the lines, straight, and Bernardo Silva making that run, crosses it in, takes a deflection, lands at who outside the box? Rodri,
mate.
like I just said. Right foot,
Got two defenders in front of
uses
him.
the defenders to. It was beautiful, bro. Uses the two defenders to hide it from the keeper, bro. What's his? I forgot the keeper's name. Onana.
no.
He just sat there and went.
He couldn't say it, yeah.
Couldn't seen it last second.
But the way it went around those
The way it
two,
wrapped them.
That is
if
so
it
hard to
nicks their ass,
It's going
that's
out.
it.
Yeah.
It was. That's so hard to do, but to be that calm and place.
He has
it
a
in
thing for
that
coming at
situation.
the random times
He is,
and just
bro,
slotting.
He scores.
has
Rodri,
it,
when
yeah.
Rodri scores, it's an important
Good against
big
Bayern,
goal.
the fuck. with
Yes, it's an important. It's a big goal. That Bayern goal was with the left foot.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Rodri literally goes into Manchester City history. Their first ever Champions League. In a game, like we just said, bro, they were so nervous.
From the keeper to Haaland. From
Bro,
all the
what
way
about,
back there
what
to
about when Edison got the ball at his feet and he tried to pass it, kicks it straight
straight out?
They were nervous, but Rodri scored that goal, in the first quarter of that second half, calmed them down, and then Inter Milan went, "Fuck, we got to start playing football."
And
they
did
pressed,
decent.
they
did
pressed.
They pressed, they got the ball back. DeMarco, I've never seen him play because I really hate watching the Italian league.
Yeah.
And I told you from the beginning, I'm like, watch how much they dive.
It's
Watch
a
how much they
soap
fall.
opera, brother.
It is. The Italian league is very defensive and they just drop and fall, roll at any contact. Not even contact, they just fall. Bro. DeMarco played so well. It was the left back or left wing back. They played 5 at the back. He played so well. I've never seen him play. That guy's a gun.
Makes heads doing
It's
my
going to
head.
keep going.
I can hear it.
It's going to keep going.
Why is it moving so much?
I don't know.
But the one thing, right, and I think this guy was man of the match for City. I think without him, you guys would have lost.
Bernardo Silva.
No. I think without him, you guys would have lost. Lukaku.
The real MVP.
Mate, he He hates United because we sacked him. He hates us. He can't stand us. He's like, I'm going to send the treble to Manchester, the blue side.
That was
Brother.
bad. That was
Real
Let's talk about the first one, all right? So the first one, the cross comes in, and then it was DeMarco, again, the guy that I was watching. So he headers the ball, and it was
Tries to loop the keeper.
loop it, which is very hard to do, right? Hits the crossbar. Lands at whose head?
Lukaku.
DeMarco.
Oh, yeah,
DeMarco's.
yeah,
Lands
yeah.
back at his head.
He heads.
Bang, header. Who's standing in front of him?
Literally like that. Literally like
just
that.
standing
Just
like
like
that.
that. Oh, ball.
Looking at him. Why aren't you facing your goal, first of all? Stand there looking at him. Bang, the header goes straight into Lukaku. Oh,
He's done it before.
he's done it before. I sent the video
Yeah,
to the
yeah, I
TikTok.
died. I
Where the
couldn't
ball
stop
hits him in the head. And that was at the World Cup, right?
couldn't
Oh,
stop
no,
laughing.
that was in the when Alexis Sanchez header. All right? So, Sanze blocks it off the line. Great defending. So, no, but Diaz was running back to get it.
Yeah.
I think he would have got there.
Yeah,
I
he
think
would've.
it would have gone in
he
because
would've.
I feel like the leg that he had to swing with it to the ball with was the
in
one
the air.
planted. No, it was the
No,
one planted.
was it?
Yeah. So it would have been like really hard to like switch it.
I feel like he would have got there. He
He
was on the
would have
line.
tapped it out. Or something.
I don't know.
Okay.
For me, just blaming it on Lukaku, bro. Beautiful
Yeah,
goal
that's more
line
fun.
clearance.
Oh, look. He did block a perfect opportunity.
Good line clear.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was, bro, it was so good. Great defending. Just to know where the ball's going to be and put himself there, it was beautiful. Anyway, and then 88th minute. 88th minute, cross comes in. I think it's from DeMarco. And good old Lukaku, unmarked in the box.
As the ball was coming, I'm like, yes.
I said goal.
I'm like 1-1.
I said
That's
goal.
it.
I said goal. The ball came in. I said goal. And I'm sitting there. I'm watching with two City fans, and all I'm saying is, "Hey boys, I've seen late goals in the
Right.
Champions League. I couldn't stop. I kept saying it. Khay's going off at me. Shut up!
He's stressing the ball.
The ball comes across. Lukaku jumps up. Bang! Header. The goal is so fucking wide. Put it anywhere, except for where he put it. Bro, Edison
Straight.
had no idea where
Hit him in the
was.
foot.
Yeah,
Edison
the leg.
didn't know what day it was. Straight at Edison.
On his leg.
Straight at Edison. He was literally had no idea where the ball was. Straight at Edison. All he had to do was put it to the side of him. 1-1. You don't know what happens from there. That was the opportunity. And Lukaku fucked it. Just like he fucked it for Belgium in the World Cup with that performance in the semi-final, I think it was. He's done it again in the biggest game. I thought he's going to come on.
They
like,
had
he
one more
could do something.
opportunity. The last cross of the game.
That was it.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
wasn't
No,
it.
the
That
last
was the
cross.
last cross of the game.
Oh, yeah, and it gets cleared.
Yeah, it
hit the, I think,
oh,
crossbar.
No,
It went out. It went out.
No,
The
it
ball
was
went out.
it was the Edison save.
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
Last minute Edison save.
Good save.
Yeah, it was
that
a very
was
good save.
that was the scariest one.
Yeah, no, bro. The Lukaku header, it's a goal. That should be a goal. 9 times out of 10, no, 10 times out of 10, it's going in. But he decides to head it straight at the keeper.
Because the bloke, it's a hollow head. He's got nothing in
But
it.
hey,
Yeah,
if you
100%.
remember the goal that Rodri scored, when deflection came back to him, Milan had a chance like that as well. It came to him, he hit it wide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he smacked it.
So Inter Milan had their chances. They had
100%.
heaps of
They had more
chances.
shots. They had
Even
more-
when the
they
defense
had
in
more
the first
shots.
half, when the defense or start of the second half, when the defense fucked up,
Oh, no.
and then
but-
Martinez grabs it instead of passing to Lukaku, tries to go over the keeper.
Yeah,
They
but
were a lot scarier than us.
Yeah, they had
you
their
guys
chances.
were so scared.
Yeah.
They were so
They were
nervous.
backing off and everything.
Inter, I think, had double the amount of shots City had.
They were just, I don't know why they would just pass.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was.
know.
It was.
But the deflection, they should have scored that. I can't believe he hit that one.
It was a game. It was a game. Inter should have won when you look back at it and see the chances they had. But
Yeah.
Man City won 1-0.
Everyone thought it was going to be a blowout. Inter came out and proved everyone wrong.
I
to
was
be
honestly
fair.
saying before the game 5-0 City, but they were so nervous. And at the end of it, they win the Champions League. First time in their history they win the Champions League.
Uncle Pep gets another one.
First ever coach to win 2 trebles. One at Barcelona, one at City. I'm not playing it down, but I think I could have done that straight out.
With
Honest
Barcelona.
to God, with Barcelona
Yeah.
and City. What? Where's your weaknesses? Tell me a City weakness. Thank you. All right. Barcelona. Tell me a Barcelona
is your
secret.
weakness, mate.
Our reserve.
Yeah, the reserve. Scott Carson gets the Champions League winning medal. His second one.
Yeah.
His second Champions League without playing a single minute. So again, I'm going to say congratulations, Manchester City. It was well deserved. They played very well. But
This season's a very good season.
they killed it. But I'm seeing people compare this treble with United's treble, and I can't believe the comparisons are being made. But a treble's a treble, but don't make that comparison, please. All right. Right now, they are the biggest side, the best team in the world. They're the best team in the world, and it's so scary because there's another window coming, and they've got that money to spend, and let's see who they sign.
They do have that money to spend, but fun fact, United spend more money than we have.
Since
a lot more
since
money.
Pep's come in.
Since Pep's come
Yeah.
in.
But like I told you, when you told me that, I'm telling you,
you have spent 300 million more
more.
than we
Yeah,
have.
we've
Just
nearly
80 on
spent.
Maguire.
We've nearly spent $1 billion. We've nearly spent $1 billion. But I told you why. The Glazers who run the club, they are a cancer in that club.
Yeah.
I hope this sale goes through. I hope it does, but I don't think it will because they make way too much money to let us go.
They're just going to keep bumping the price.
Bro, it's $5 billion now for one club. $5 billion.
What did it start at? It started at under... Oh,
They've put the asking price from the beginning at $6.5 billion.
but it started off at like 1.8 or something.
No, the first offer was like 3 point something.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, now it's at $5 billion. It's Sheikh Jassim. Allah the club al khair.
Yeah. Inshallah
All
he
right,
gets it.
inshallah. God, I hope he gets the club. All right, he put in a bid, $5 billion. He said, "Listen, you have till Friday to this
this
Friday
Friday?
to come out and tell me what you want to do." So hopefully it works out. But when the way we worked, right, the reason why we spend more is every time we have a shit season, which is every second season. Every second season since Sir Alex Ferguson, we've had a shit year. Starting from our first with Moyes, right? They come out
Moisey.
and he's a shiny new thing.
He does these ones. Here you go, United fans. Play with this.
Here, Pogba, right? 100 million. We sold him for free. Sir Alex Ferguson warned us about him. Sir Alex Ferguson let him go for free because he knew his
Ronaldo.
attitude. Ronaldo, shiny thing. Here, shut up. Shut the crowd up. All right?
But Ronaldo could have went both ways, man. Fuck.
Well, his first
He
season
did play
was
so
good.
good. His first season
His
was
first season
fucking
was
excellent.
good, but his first season, he was good, but everyone else dropped off because we had to play Ronaldo ball. All right? So that's why we spend, bro. It's just shiny things. Every time there's a mistake, we'll buy a new shiny thing to shut the fans up. And we listened. But that's got to stop, man. They got to go. They're the fucking worst thing ever. But if they do go, and this bloke comes in, and he wants to come in before the transfer window opens.
Of course, he has to.
This guy's, he goes, I want to spend.
Yeah.
And the names I'm seeing us linked with him, what are you talking about? Names like Neymar are popping up. Yeah, I said that. I said, no way, but it's
Imagine
popping
that.
up.
Imagine
What the
that.
hell? But we are United. We get linked with everyone.
It's the links on Neymar and Harry Kane, isn't it?
And
Yeah, Harry
you do
Kane.
get shiny things.
I've seen Mbappe before.
You do get shiny things. Neymar could be the next shiny thing.
No, I don't want Neymar. It's just going to be the same thing. Anyway,
yeah,
but...
go play with him for a bit.
Yeah. We've got
It'll
a
be good-
fidget
it'll be
spinner
good- it'll be good for
already.
FIFA. It'll be good for
I've
FIFA,
got a
that's
fidget
it.
spinner already, bro. I love my fidget spinner. I'm leaving him. All right, so again, Manchester City 1, Inter 0. Congratulations again on the treble.
Thank you, mate.
Well done, my
Appreciate
friend.
it.
Well
You too.
deserved.
How are you?
All right.
You going?
And we move on to UFC 289. Okay, so we're going to just talk about two fights. Amanda Nunes versus Irene Aldana. And we had Charles Oliveira versus Benil Dariush. All right, we'll talk about the Amanda Nunes fight first. So comes out, Amanda Nunes doing Amanda Nunes thing.
Usual.
Bro, watching that fight, Irene Aldana looked like she was just shadowboxing the whole time. She's sitting there throwing feints. The whole time throwing feints. Bro, throw a punch. And then she's just sitting back and just picking her apart.
What do you do against an Amanda Nunes, bro?
What Pena done?
Besides Pena.
What Juliana
Pena's
Pena
another
done? Pressure.
Bro,
Pressure.
Pena's just not normal, bro.
Yeah, she didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That first fight, she said, I don't give a fuck.
I'm going in there guns blazing.
She said, it's either you're going to kill me or I'm killing you.
Yeah.
And it worked.
And it worked, okay? She got the knockout victory. But anyway, so Amanda Nunes, unanimous decision. It was just Amanda Nunes doing Amanda Nunes thing, sitting at the back, just popping off. I feel like she could have gone for the finish. She didn't.
She just cruised it.
Yeah, she cruised the
knew
fight.
what she wanted
Yeah,
to
she
do.
cruised the fight. It was easy. Now, the biggest news out of this, after the fight, she came out, bang. She put the two titles on the floor.
And her gloves came off.
Gloves came off. She put them on the ground and she announced her retirement.
Usually everyone knows when the gloves come off.
Yeah,
That's it.
the time is out. Now, for me, let's talk about her as a fighter, as a career. In my opinion, she's the greatest
Woman fighter?
female fighter of all time.
I reckon. I agree.
Like everything she's done, like the way she won the title off Miesha Tate, she's absolutely destroyed her. Ronda
Miesha Tate was
Rousey's,
getting old.
yeah, no, well, she just won the title the fight before. Like it was her first title defense, and she pumped her. Then you had Ronda Rousey's comeback fight after she got knocked out. But that whole build up to that fight, Ronda Rousey done no media.
Yeah.
It was all on Amanda Nunes to hype it. Fight happened, a minute.
Yeah.
A minute she knocked her
Washed
out.
up, bro,
Yeah, she
washed
knocked
up.
her out. You have the two fights with Shevchenko, which are
They were
probably
good
the
fights.
two favorite female fights, other than the Rose. What's her name? Jan Jacek
Yeah.
fights. All right.
Do you like that? Rose is a gun.
them
I love
fights.
Rose.
Yeah, but not after her last performance, bro. She burnt me. She pissed me off. Anyway, but like for female fights, them 2 fights, the Shevchenko fight, and that's a fight that I wanted to happen for a long time. Like, bro, let's make the third. Never happened. Her knockout of Chris Cyborg,
Yeah.
someone that
I
everyone
watched
thought
that
was
one, yeah.
untouchable. She came out and knocked her
Cyborg
out.
would knock me out.
Yeah, 100%. She knocked us one hit. All of us. All right, but she knocked her out. Like, she's given so much to the sport. So congratulations on an amazing career.
Yeah.
But there's one person that hated it. Juliana Pena came out straight away after the fight because this was supposed to be the trilogy fight.
Yeah.
But Pena got injured.
Injured, yeah. That's
Yeah, so she retired after. She came out and started going off. You're running away. You're a fucking pussy. Started giving it to her. And then she was telling her, she said, I knocked you out. She goes, when you beat me, you decisioned me. You couldn't stop me. I knocked you out. Give me my third fight.
Look, it's a fight she deserves.
Yeah, but...
But she's going to get that belt either way. Now that it's
oh,
up
we've
for
got to
grabs.
say, no, well, it's going to be more competitive.
Yeah, but it would have been better
really
to beat
is.
Amanda at it.
Well,
Yeah.
she beat her. She knocked her out the first time, and that was...
For the trilogy, I'm saying.
And that was the first time Amanda lost in 7 years. Her last fight before that was Kat Zingano in, I think, 2014.
What happened to her?
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. She just fell off the face of the earth. But she was good.
Yeah,
She was very good. She literally lost to Ronda Rousey and
disappeared.
All right? But, again, Amanda Nunes, congrats on a great career. Okay, don't worry about what Juliana Pena says. Started giving it to her. Okay, and then we'll move on. Now, here's what I want to talk about. Charles Oliveira, TKO, first round, Benil Dariush. I want to talk about Benil Dariush. I know like you guys, you've been watching it for a long time, but you're coming into it. Yeah. All right. Now, Benil Dariush is this guy who has just been winning fights in the most boring
Yeah, he drags a fight, bro.
And I talk to people like Khalid who thinks he's a good fighter, and I will talk shit
He's
about.
not a bad fighter.
I'll talk shit about rugby league players. I'll talk shit about soccer players, UFC fighters, or fighters in general. I don't like talking shit about because
they fight for a living.
they fight, bro. It's like you literally every time you step in there, you put in a life on the line, right? But this guy is fucking shit.
It's not that bad.
He's fucking shit. He's boring. He grapples. His striking isn't all that. His wrestling's good, but his submission game isn't all that. I don't know how the fuck did he get to this ranking?
Yeah.
How?
An Oliveira shot?
I don't
Big shot.
understand. And Charles Oliveira absolutely mopped the floor with him. They should have never been. They should have never been in the fucking same cage. Honestly.
Yeah, no, that fight was stupid to begin with.
What's happening? Did you hear that?
Yeah,
It's
it's
that.
the
It's a
microphone
wire.
cord.
All right.
I hope it's not pulled out or anything.
No, it's not. Talk.
Yo, me?
Hello. Yeah, okay. So, Benil Dariush again. He just somehow got on this
just got
cracker.
there, yeah.
He got on a cracker run. I don't know how. I honestly don't know how. And then he ended up in the cage with the number 1 ranked lightweight in the world,
And got absolutely
Charles
mobbed,
Oliveira, and got knocked out cold. TKO'd
Yeah.
in the first round.
which helps your
So-
opinion of him. So
I've been thinking. Listen,
he's been calling
I
it.
think he's maybe a fringe top 10 fighter, but he's been beating everyone. I don't know how.
But who's he been losing? Who's his last
No, he's
fight?
been fighting it. I can't remember, but he's been fighting good fighters and he's been winning. But he's avoided the Gaethjes.
Yes.
He's avoided the Poiriers. He's avoided the Chandlers.
Because imagine any of those three with
Yeah,
you,
they
man.
would have mopped him. I reckon any of them would have mopped him.
Wow.
But
I love Chandler. Not Chandler, sorry, Gaethje, bro. What a
yeah,
man.
Gaethje's an animal.
I
Gaethje's an
like
animal.
him, Gaethje and Poirier as well.
Even Fizayev, who's
Yeah, Fizayev's
last
good.
fought thing, he missed him.
Yeah.
I don't know who he's fought, and the run he went on, he's won like 7, 8 in a row.
Fizayev will eat him.
Bro, he got to the point where he fought Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira absolutely mopped him. Now Charles Oliveira is number 1, ranked. He's the
Arguably.
man who lost to Islam to give him the title.
Very much.
Do you see Charles next for Islam?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will probably happen.
But who would you say is Islam's next fight?
I'll say Charles.
Oh,
Well, you got to see how I think he's fighting Gaethje, but
Volkov.
I don't know if that's fight made yet. But I think so Charles Oliveira came out straight away and said, "I want that title fight again."
No, you give him Gaethje, and you see what happens there.
What you reckon, Charles versus Gaethje?
No, I reckon Islam.
Gaethje versus Islam. That's what I think should be the next title fight.
Yeah.
I think maybe the winner gets Islam.
That'll be a good fight.
Gets
Gets,
Charles.
yeah.
That'll be a very good fight.
Yeah. And that fight can go both ways, bro. Because Islam's been knocked out before.
He has been knocked out.
It's been a
before.
while.
And Gaethje is not that bad on the ground.
No, he's a grappler.
Because he almost had Khabib, if you remember.
So yeah,
No,
no, never.
Wasn't it him?
No, that was
where
the
Khabib-
Poirier.
Was it? Fuck, I
We
got
had him in the
confused.
guillotine.
sorry.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Gaethje's the one. Was Gaethje the retiring one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He retired after the Gaethje
Yeah.
fight.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got it
Him
wrong.
I thought you
Gaethje.
said Gaethje retiring.
No.
Yeah. So what was I saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, it could go both ways because Gaethje can throw him and he can wrestle.
Yeah. He can throw him.
He can throw him.
He
It's
can-
not going to
that
say
guy
step.
throws heavy
If
leather.
it stays on the on the
the
feet, there's no way Islam wins.
Yeah, no, 100%. I completely
I'm
agree.
sure Islam knows that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will try to grapple
So,
him.
yeah.
And he's got Khabib there in his corner who's been there, faced him. Absolutely nullified his attacks in their fight.
Yeah.
He couldn't touch Khabib. But again, Islam, what we've seen from his last fight, he doesn't mind standing up.
Yeah.
I do
Oh, he
think
could prove us wrong, bro.
I think if he does stand with Gaethje, he gets knocked out. I honestly,
Just
do.
like Volkov proved that we said if it stays on the feet with Volkov, or if it goes down with Volkov, it's going to get ended quickly.
Someone's gonna get a victory.
Volkov fucking proved us
Yeah,
wrong.
Volkanovski. I still believe he won that fight.
A lot of
I
people, a lot
honestly
of people
still
believe
believe he
that. I
won
still
that
hear it
fight.
till now.
It was very close.
It was very close.
Split
fight.
decision.
Nah, I think he won that fight. You can't split decision. Do you think he won or lost?
Who?
Volkanovski. You think Islam beat him?
Nah.
Who do you think won?
Volkanovski.
Yeah, I think Volkanovski won too.
But you can't. I don't know, bro.
Who do you reckon won that fight?
It can go both ways. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Like, we were watching it, and then when he said,
Islam.
yeah,
And
we all
still-
jumped up.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's the only. You can't take that close of a fight and give it to Volkanovski. That's the only reason Islam won.
Yeah, they got to
Yeah,
beat.
you even before I started, you even said like to take the title off someone on decision.
That's what they say.
you
That's
need
what they
to
want.
pump them.
That's what they say. I don't like that.
Yeah.
A win's a win. Doesn't matter how close it was. If you fucking beat him,
But
you
being
beat
the
him.
champion these days gives you a bit of
Gives you
brownie
that
points.
advantage. All right, so that's it, really. So we've spoken about the footy, about the Champions League, and about the UFC. That is all we have time for here today. So make sure you go to the description below, find our socials, follow, like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
In front, kicked him in the